Alright, this is going to be a quick demonstration on how GCH works, how to use it, and how to use it in coordination with GMOD add-on compressor. So, first things first, obviously you need to install it. And you need to subscribe to add-ons, get them from these two folders here, which will be in the description and also on the GitHub page, I think. Eventually. So we're actually going to delete this real quickly because that is the content pack from the last take of this video. But hello? Okay. We'll replace it with this then. This is for later. So first things first is make sure you have a clean install of GCH, GMAD, and GAC. They will come with the release build, but if you want your own, just to make sure it doesn't have malware or something, it doesn't, but if you want your own, this one is linked in the GitHub, and this one is just in your GarrysMod game folder. So, first you'll open Pack Optimizer. You'll choose the GMAs you want, which is this folder here. You'll select that folder. You will press extract. That will put both of these, all their code, models, stuff like that, here. Now there's two options from here. You can either use GAC, and instantly just compress them, or maybe you were just looking at the code, want to repack them. I don't know. There's different uses for everyone. But cool. I believe the original size is like 183. It's down to 108. So it helps to do that. And then the most important feature is the create feature. So the create feature, make sure you do not also, I guess we'll show off packing. It's really not all that important, but you can see these are smaller than the original GMAs. Not by a lot, but there's also not a lot to work with there. So, yeah. So what you will do is you have these extracted files. That's great. Let's ignore the compressed folder entirely. And let's just press create. So now we have a release and bin folder. Release is going to be the extracted form of your content pack in case you want to go in, make changes, and then you can repack it manually using GCH as well. But we can see everything's in there as it should be. We then have bin, which will by default be named GCH content pack.gma. Oh fuck, which one's which? Okay, close this one. So you'll then navigate to this folder, your GarrysMod bin folder, and create a batch script. It doesn't actually have to be in this folder, but this folder will be linked in the description as well as on the GitHub eventually when I get to that. But it'll look something like this, where you're telling it to run gm publish using the GCH content pack.gma, and then whatever you want to make the image. Note that the addon.json cannot be changed unless you modify the source code of GCH. Maybe I'll fix that eventually to where you can make it custom, but I mean it just gets destroyed anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But we'll go ahead and run publish. We can see, there we go, add-on creation finished. So we'll go here to our workshop items. Yep, GCH content pack, that's what it's going to be named by default. So we can subscribe, and I can go ahead and show that the only thing we are subscribed to on the entirety of Steam is the GCH content pack. So we can go ahead and open our GarrysMod, and of course go ahead and load in, and what we're expecting is to have the improved stacker tool and the fading door tool within that one item, which we do. Let's now make sure that they work. Yep, they work just fine. Another thing that it will do is, let's say you're using an add-on from a developer who likes to use a certain font or certain file names. It will automatically rename duplicate file names and tell you which ones were renamed, so that you can go in and fix those errors. It doesn't self-correct file conflicts, it just renames them so that you can go in and see if it needs to be fixed, or if it's just a font that can be referenced the same. But that's pretty much it.